Good morning, everybody. I'm going to talk about David Adjaye. I represent Group 1. This is David Adjaye. He was born in Tanzania and he was son of a diplomat. He lived in Africa for 13 years and moved to England where he studied his architecture. When he was young, he moved around different cities. We have 4 examples of their cities and how they differ from one another. They're different regions, different climate, and he got some of the ideas on how to improve these cities and look to the future. That's his mentality. When he moved to England at the age of 13, 14 years old, he moved to the Royal College of Art where he learned different traits of design and architecture as well as planning and other things, because he met people there that was musicians, they were working with movies and painters. He has no signature. He has a company actually has no signature because he believes that the architecture is more responsive to the city, responsive to the culture and the places where he's at, as well as climate. So he has no trademark. His company is all around the world. Actually has 2 headquarters. One in the UK and one in Brooklyn. As well as his company works in any type of architecture, design as housing. He does exhibitions, major art centers, civic buildings, master plans, pretty much all around. So this is the headquarters in UK. It's a 6-story building. This is called Edison House. It's a renovation and it's in London. There's office accommodation and he wants to make a contrast between modern and original. He wants to keep the original building, but he wants to add some modern designs to it, as well as the industrial side of it and comforting for the workers. Now we have the Vanderbilt Studio in Brooklyn. It's the United States headquarters. The building he designed is the one on the black building, and the one next to it is the house for artists and clients. This is a very important piece. It's the Denver Museum of Contemporary Art. He was known for 11 years for the Denver Museum of Art, and it wasn't visited because he's located in a former fish market, so it struggled to have visitors, and they brought David Adjaye to do the design for it. David Adjaye, what's interesting about that building is that he introduced some of the good materials, recycled materials. The inside is recycled plastic, wooden interior, and tinted glass in the exterior. It's got a good insulation, natural light, cooling system, and natural sunlight for the heating. We have the Smithsonian National Museum of African History and Culture. He won this competition that was for all around the world architects, about 70, and he won this design. What's good about this is that the design is a crown with panels that are it's a prestigious building. The panels reflect the bronze panel reflect the craftsmanship of African American craftsmanship, and this will be finished in 2015. Sorry, it's an elevated mount and it has the shape of a crown. Now we have the Memo project. This is a civic building. It's an spiral in stone walls. Rather than a shelter or a building, is more he says is a journey through history and culture. The walls in this building, the walls in this architecture show the 860 species that have been extinct from nature, and there's gonna be more as we move along the time. And also the material that is used is rough concrete to reflect the materials of the hillside and the stone. Now we have the Moscow School of Management. What's important about this building is that Moscow has it's got very cold temperatures. It's got 6 months of winter. So he designed a building with 4 different buildings inside that are interconnected, so people don't have to go out for anything that they need. So they have the health center, they have the administration, the students for living spaces, and also for lectures. This is the Francis Gregory Library. He designed this library with the quote that as we empower ourselves to the styles of the fashion trends empowers the people empower themselves to look good in front of others. So he wants to do the same with the architecture and the buildings. He wants to do a design of buildings that empower people. Also, we have the William Lockridge Belleville Library. It's got place with the natural light. It's got glass windows all around, and he wants to favors the building to looking for the future. So it's a futuristic looking library. Also, we have we got the Gangyu River Reading Room. This is located in South Korea. It's actually a reading room, and it's open to the public.
Damn.
He also does residential, as I said, designs houses for celebrities, and this is the Dirty House. It's famous because it's got the studio and it's got the living in one area, and it was located downtown, and so the others. He has retail and commercial. What's important about this one is that the materials on the outside of the
2
street
minutes.
are the same ones that he uses in the inside to bring the people from the outside to the in, because he plays around with the surroundings. The Celera, this is a project that was he won as the entrance of the Royal Hall, American. He used American tulip wood, and he wants to show people the materiality of this and how he can play with these spaces. Right now he does exhibitions, he does lectures for students. The students consider him a role model for the future generations. He also does furniture designs.
Damn.
He wants to an experimental situation, testing the materials, lights, and texture, not just designing a chair. And he does other things. The Nobel Peace Center, this was a building that was made in 1872, but the interior has been renovated with multimedia components and illumination. And this is other work. This is houses that he's been working, greenhouses, and he does projects like this for well-known celebrities like Brad Pitt, even Evan McGregor, Alexander McQueen, the fashion designer. And he also is working on this one is Uganda office complex. That's it.
And that's the end?
Ok. Acabo